Hey guys, thanks for checking in. Welcome to Pilar Orchids. Wanted to look tonight at some plants that we've had for like a year and a half, almost. We'll link to the video that we did of the original haul of these plants that you see here behind me. So yeah, we bought all these plants from Hans Christensen in Denmark when we were there in October of like 2024. That's when the boss and I officially got married up there. And yeah, so we visited his nursery and bought these plants. And yeah, we'll show you how they've grown over the last year and a half. Um, some good, some bad. I will say there's one plant, the namesake, the Silogeny Hans Christensen, that we got from him. That plant just we couldn't seem to grow well, and so we did trade that to Inza from Inza Orchids and ADD. You can check out his YouTube channel. So that plant was given to him. I'm not sure how it's doing or what's up with it, but anyways, these are the plants that are left, pretty much all of them. And with a couple of exceptions, we've pretty much left them in the media that we bought them in, which he does this like, green cube, this kind of fiberglass thing mixed with perlite. And so we'll look at that too as well and show you what he did. But we left them all in that and just repotted most of them over the last like month or so and divided a few of them. So we'll show you all of those and tell you what we've been doing with these plants. And hopefully they keep going and doing well. So let's take a closer look. Oh, God, the battery is low, so I'll try to go fast here. Okay, so let's start with, I guess let's start right up here. So, yeah, this was the Phalaenopsis Micholtii, I guess is technically how it is. And we had a couple of these and they just kind of all died. They were like really weak plants, the ones we had before. And when we went there, I saw this and just said, well, I wanted to replace the Micholtii, and so this plant looked really good. So he had a few nice ones. I bought this one. And pretty much immediately, this one was taken out of its media. And so this one was repotted immediately and kind of grew this leaf and then now started this second leaf, which has been growing since last year and starting to extend and look good. So this plant, the roots are great. Let's see here. Pull out the cup. So yeah, I probably can't hear it now, but yeah, really nice root growth. You can see it's so this plant is well on its way, waiting for it to bloom, but I think it'll bloom sometime here in the near future. Hopefully, we'll see. And then a follow up to kind of last week's video, which actually, we've been posting a lot less. Sorry, guys. Just life is happening and we've been posting less. But last week we kind of just posted an extra, bonus edition, let's call it, where I talked about this kind of frustrating plant. Still haven't repotted it. It's a few days later now. I've been watering the roots every day. This is the Silogeny cristata. And yeah, allude to a previous video we did recently. We don't know enough about Silogenies, and I have no idea what I was doing. I was kind of frustrated with it. It was, in my mind, an emergency repot. Here is the big chunk that we cut off of it, which was one kind of rhizome growth stem. And there is a significant chunk of roots down below this moss. I got to water it tomorrow again, I think. The new growth is still kind of hanging on there. Don't know if that's a spike or a new bulb. I think it's a spike. That's what it looked like last time, but I'm hesitant to say because I don't know crap about these Silogenies. And I don't really, you read stuff online, you just kind of figure them out. They grow these tiny little roots off of the base of these pseudobulbs. Look how wrinkly and shrivelly that looks, like horrible. And uh, anyway, don't know if I killed this plant, but then I saw that Roger, um, I'm sure anyone who watches our channel probably watches Roger and knows who I'm talking about. And anyways, he just ripped apart Silogeny, so I felt a lot better when I saw him just post a video of him doing the same thing to a Silogeny. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel so bad. Maybe I didn't kill it. Hopefully it's going to grow and keep going. Yeah, and we don't mount anything either. This is just like a ridiculous kind of experiment. We're just way out of our league with mounting. We grow everything in pots. In this bonsai tray, I'm experimenting because we've had some good luck with shallower pots, more moisture retentive media. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm tempted to regrow it in the try to mimic his green cube media, which I've never done. But we have the green cube and perlite. So anyway, to continue to other plants, you can see this plant we actually divided a long time ago. This is the Maxillaria, what is it, Porphyrostella? Yeah. And all of these three are from that original plant. This we put into this little bonsai pot, and it's now growing like four new gross. We water it a bit more often, but it does have a little bit of that green cube shredded up in there, which retains moisture. There's another new growth, and there's one in the middle. So it's doing well. It's growing exactly along the little bonsai pot like I wanted it to, and looking nice, but it is a bit wrinkly, so it's harder to keep hydrated. And these guys, you know, they were one plant, and I just split it maybe a month and a half ago now, I guess. And it's doing very well, responding fine. This little plant, so Justin, if you're watching from Justin's Dutch Tropicals, this is your selected division. So we want to send you this one of the Porphyrostella. Yeah, and this one we want to keep. Sorry, this is our new mother plant to keep growing and get bigger. And this, I don't know. This is the experiment. And I don't want to give that to anybody because it looks like wrinkly. And yeah, this is the titanium treasure. Oncidium titanium treasure is this guy here, and was way overdue, but now I think it's back on the right track, growing new roots. We just repotted this, took it out of the media maybe a couple weeks ago, and the new little growths have actually responded. It's amazing when you kind of time things right with the orchids. They do grow quite fast when the season is right. If you, yeah. Now we got to keep up on it, of course. This is back onto like once a week watering and fertilizing, and yeah, so we got to keep going with this one, but responding well. Bloomed, yeah, for the last 2 years, so that's awesome. Nice spicy fragrance. Dendrochilum magnum. These two cuttings were, or two divisions, were one plant up until about a week ago, and they were way overdue, overgrown in the pot. They aren't growing that I can see any new growth just yet, but yeah, they had nice roots, and I saw a couple new growing root tips. So I think they're gonna do okay. Now we've put these ones again. They were grown in this super wet, moisture retentive, like green cube with perlite, and now they're in a fine bark. This leca on top is just a top dressing so that the cuts and the pseudobulbs wouldn't kind of rot, right? So the very top layer dries out pretty fast, but underneath it's like fine bark mixed with a little bit of leca, and that's kind of our normal growing mix. So they seem to be responding okay so far, but it's only been a week, so in orchid terms, that's like nothing. And then back here, the Brassia Summer's Dream. Shown this plant before on our channel because it did bloom last year, but not very well. It had like 3 spikes, but each spike only had a couple flowers on it, and that's not what it should do. And you can see this super wrinkly pseudobulb here, and that one there. These, and there's another one, super wrinkly one somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, those were last year's blooming bulbs, and it was way overgrown, and the roots were kind of getting aerial. They weren't getting hydrated, so I did the best job I could repotting it. I didn't want to chop any of the old pseudobulbs off. It was kind of looking weak when I finally repotted it, but now it's doing better, I think. Like, the new growths are looking better. I don't see any accordion growths. Well, there's a little bit there, and yeah, probably we should start picking up on the watering now that, it's getting to be a bit warmer, and well, we're keeping the room now warmer. We've increased our artificial light to like, 13 hours a day now. So we're increasing the light levels. So I think this one is responding. You can see nice new roots growing everywhere and all the new pseudobulbs. So doing well. I'm happy that we did it and we weren't kind of lazy. It's just I wasn't proactive on it. I let it get way overgrown and leggy, and hopefully we can save the plant.
I said I'd show you the green cube, and here it is. This is the stuff that Hans gave us, still in the original bag. He just gave us some to try, and I used a little bit, like I said, in that maxillaria, but I'm going to process this real quick and try to replicate what he used in his plants. We've got the perlite there. So, yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, it's hard to mix like he had it. Uh, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to pot it up real quick. Yeah, okay. Well, I probably killed our Silogeny cristata. Yeah. So, no leaves. And yeah, the mix that I made up of this green cube is down below. I committed the ultimates in and put, um, a layer of a different media on top. I tried to tease it in this layer of moss. So, yeah. There's sphagnum on top of the mix, and there's no leaves. And this one, all the little new growth, the newest little tiny bulbs, none of them have new growing points yet, and they're all out of the media except for that one that's already grown against the side. So, yeah, really great repot job there. Don't repot your orchids like we do, but do check the video here that I'll link in the description so you can see what the plants looked like a year and a half ago when we bought them in October of 2024. And hit that like button.
Here's the whole kind of collection of, Hans Christensen orchids after a year and a half of growth. And yeah, hopefully they keep going and we can get more flowers. Thanks for checking in on our little haul update. And thanks to Hans Christensen again for all of these wonderful plants. Sorry we divided them. Hans really likes to grow big plants, old specimen. He told us directly not to divide our orchids. And then what do? I go and split all of them after like a year, a little more. So anyway, uh, sorry, Hans. Anyways, hope you guys are having a good one. Stick together, stay focused. We will see you back here at El Pilar soon.